Alright. So first we need to find that locker somewhere, and in order to make it visible we'd need to put something on it that can make it visible. What's this? There's something odd about this part of the floor. Alright, let's take a look at the jukebox and that tap emanating from it. The container has now been filled with paint. Just what we need for that container. It feels like something is there. By distributing the paint I may make something visible. Still, throwing paint around is messy work. You'd better wait outside until I'm done. Or maybe because the creator of this game was too lazy to animate paint. Well, guess what? I found Dr. X's secret locker. Oh, you can come back in now, by the way. Yeah, a lot of fourth wall breaking. Besides the World Conquest papers, there's a button attached to the floor. I'll press it. All it did was play some sounds. It seems to relate to those teleporters. If you're going to use this combination, I think you should save the game before doing so. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right away. Oh yes. One thing we forgot to do as well was to set the teleporter to load yourself at the mine where you can escape. Spoiler alert. Sorry, but it was obligatory. Let's see if I can talk to her any further. I have nothing else to say to her. Yeah, whatevs. Yes, here would be a good place to bookmark for escape purposes. That's it, done. Teleporter set to the mine. This game has 3 different endings, two of which depend on whether the mine is placed or not. So for demonstration purposes, I'll try one of those 2 endings and then try the other. This game has 3 endings. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, now I'm intrigued by that large drive-through sign. A giant monitor, goodness knows why it's here. A collection of huge cogs sit neatly atop one another, ready to spring into action. And there's not much over there. Alright, so I've played this game before and I know the combination of teleporters to be taken. Oh well, here goes. Where I am, this isn't the blast zone. Wait, I can hear a voice. Detox! Who is there? This is the voice of the circus master, the all-seeing and all-knowing. In a few seconds you'll be entering the blast zone's waiting lounge. There you'll have time to reflect before your execution. I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you something. To tell you about how we handle the execution procedure in this world. As you enter the waiting lounge, you'll be all ready to wander freely. There's nowhere you can escape to, but it gives you time to think. You must decide which object you would like to be destroyed with. It is a custom here for the criminal to choose one object they will die with. You will be allowed to take that item into the blast zone. Of course, items such as teleporters are not permitted. So without further ado, I welcome you to the blast zone. When you're ready to die, just enter the blast zone. You will then be asked to choose your item. I wish you an unpleasant execution. Alright. So, we've got our teleporter. Now, of course, if we go in there and see, those circus masters... Wait. The circus master forbids personal teleporter devices inside the blast zone. We cannot bring with us the teleporter, because that way we'd be able to escape. Blast you, it says. We will blast you. There's a sign near the door saying Death Row Diversion. There's a puzzle inside. I'll try it. Now there are 6 riddles in total, 3 in each room, and after solving 3 of those riddles, we receive a prize. When I am filled, I can point the way. When I am empty, nothing moves me. I have 2 skins, one without and one within. Ah, yes. By all means. Glove. That's the one. I build up castles. I tear down mountains. I make some men blind. I help others to see. What am I? It's sand. You can see nothing else when you look in my face. I will look you in the eye and I will never lie. It's a reflection. Hey, a prize. It's a knife. Very sharp, too. Now, of course, having played this game before, the goal here is to find a second object which we can conceal the teleporter inside after cutting a hole into said object. Let's win that second object in this booth. horror, bang, ouch, pain. There's a sign near the door saying Death Row Diversion. There's a puzzle inside. I'll try it. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it can neither see nor feel it. It's a coffin. I am only useful when I am full, yet I am always full of holes. It's a sieve. Don't ask me why it's pronounced or spelled that way, I just don't know. Weight in my belly, trees on my back, nails in my ribs, feet I do lack. It's a boat, or a ship, either word works fine. Hey, I won a prize. It's an ugly-looking doll. This is the ugly doll he talks about. I've cut a small cavity into the stuffed toy using the knife. Uh-oh, the teleporter needs recharging. I can't use it. Alright, good thinking. I've concealed the teleporter inside the toy. Now we can go inside and make our escape. Alright, now we can use this toy with us. Selected. Time for execution, I guess. Alright. Now if you'll excuse the noise for a moment. If we've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. This is a circle and it has no corners. There is nobody here except for you and that clown. There he is, weeping in the corner. Sorry if the red is making it hard to read. I've removed the teleporter from the teddy. Firebirds and hurricanes. D-E-A-T-H spells death. Uh-oh, the teleporter needs recharging. I can't use it. It's a power unit. It looks as though I must extinguish all the... Yeah, it never allowed me to finish, unfortunately. This is the typical lights out puzzle. I don't remember this being as tough as it was supposed to be. At this point, I'd just like to say... Bang! Caught in the explosion, Detox has been killed. Perhaps you could try again. Who knows? You might get lucky. Well, this is ending number 1. Yeah, well, I ran out of time. I don't remember the puzzle being really that difficult. I mean, the last time I did it, it was fairly easy, and I managed to do it in one bite. Well, I'll just have to try it again this time. Alright, this time let's be sure to save the game. I've finished all 6 riddles, and now I'm back to resume where I left off. Let's start this challenge once again. My selection has been accepted. Time for execution, I guess. Alright, so now we're here again. Alright, this time we should be sure not to screw up. Alright, we've managed to solve it this time around. Great, now I can access the power unit. All I need is to plug something in. I've removed the teleporter from the teddy. This time, it will work and send me to the mine. Excellent, the power is on and the teleporter is set. Time to recall the mine. Good to see the teleporter worked, and yet... I feel strange. I felt strange even inside the blast zone. Almost as though I was being watched, as though I wasn't alone. I thought it would pass, but the feeling has followed me and I've turned cold. I can hear a voice somewhere, growing louder. I hear its voice. I hear its name. I hear its name, Clown in the Corner. I feel it approaching. It has been released. I just know it. Something terrible has happened. I think I should get out of here while I still can. No, I can hear it up there. Whatever it is, I just want to leave. Looks as though the minecart is working now. Well done, Trapida. I guess this is where you and I part ways, my friend. Thanks for helping me through. Who knows, perhaps we'll meet again someday. Until that time, farewell. Detox managed to escape from the circus. Using the repaired mind system, he navigated his way to the outside world. He felt uncomfortable about all the voices he left behind. He felt nervous about their purpose and about what the future may hold. For Detox, his adventures are over. As for those voices, well, a wise man once said, circles have no corners. Well, that's ending number 3, as you can see there. Alright, so here's another save file that I managed to do where I forget to calibrate the teleporter to the mine. And so hypothetically, we should be able to achieve the ending number 2 that we never managed to get, because we already found endings 1 and 3, implying that there's also a second ending that we didn't get to. So here I'm going to try to solve the puzzle, and I'll be able to solve the puzzle, but without having calibrated the teleporter to the mine, I won't be able to escape. I will end up dying and will achieve the second ending. Alright, so we go through the same exact process that we looked at earlier. Alright, so we open up the teleporter. I've removed the teleporter from the teddy. You know, looking back to when I was standing at the mine entrance, it would have been a great idea to have actually bookmarked the teleporter, because even though I now have power, I can't teleport there. And then he'll say the exact same thing. At this point, I'd just like to say, Detox could have saved himself had he only used the teleporter earlier. Still, things could be worse. Well, we've managed to get all the 3 endings, so let's share my thoughts about this game. But first, let's take a look at the About page. Blast Zone, a game by Alan Thorne, copyright 2004. Well, it's been more than a decade since I first heard about this game. It wasn't in 2004 though. Well, yeah. Back then I had an interest in point-and-click adventure games and thought, when I saw this game, I thought it would be in the same vein as the Humongous games. Well, I couldn't be more wrong though. At least the Humongous games basically had their degree of replay value by making certain aspects randomized. This, on the other hand, has the same exact outcome every time. The gameplay is bound to stay the same regardless of how many times it's played. And even that notwithstanding, it would have been interesting to see what the rest of Detox's adventures would have been. But yeah. This game I had to record on a Dell Inspiron 8600 laptop from nearly 20 years ago because my Linux box could not run the game at all, and while it was able to run on my Windows 10 laptop, the mouse cursor cannot be shown. So this is why I had to use a regular video camera and pointed out a screen. Not the most practical of methods, but what else can be done? I mean, this game doesn't even have a single walkthrough on YouTube, so I've set out to be the first to do so. Unless someone has beaten me to it. Well, this is the end of the walkthrough for Blast Zone. I'm Joseph Nolet, and I hope to see you again next time. Peace out.